Hey guys, I am Kyle.
And I am Mackenzie.
And this is We Watch Slayerverse, the reaction series to the Angel series that many of you love.
I am completely brand new to this series, as most of you already know, and
I am a fan of this series. I have watched all of it several times. I love it, and I can't wait to show her more.
So let's get to it.
Because he's still sick, Ma. He can't keep anything down, and he's running a temperature. What am I supposed to do? My shift starts in a half an hour.
Oh, good. She's gone. Okay, Tommy. You know what to do.
Are you okay?
Tommy, you should never break a promise. You don't want to be a bad apple, do you? Now get over here and touch it.
Absolutely not. What the fuck?
Easy, Tommy. Come on. Touch it. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah. Good boy, Tommy.
See, I am so glad I didn't see this as a kid, because this would freak me the fuck out. I am not into puppet.
Okay, Tommy. Grammy's gonna be here in a few hours. And listen, I know what you want.
Yeah.
Right. Could be the Joker. From the comic books.
Not a good joke.
Just trying to think outside the box. I know Valentine's was last week, but I didn't take the discount on the card.
Thanks. We talked about this.
I was thinking maybe we could talk about it again.
I'm sorry, Knox, but you have work to do.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm glad she's setting a boundary for herself, but I also thought she was interested.
And getting to see you. I look forward to that. You? All month, actually.
I should probably close the cage. Insurance thing.
What are you doing for breakfast tomorrow?
Oh, you know, drinking blood.
Yeah.
See ya.
What a chick who's coming to spend 3 nights in a jail cell dressed like it's her first date.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she did get really dolled up from the first episode to this one.
Nina's down there right now, turning into a werewolf and liking me. I have no time for that kind of...
You also can't.
I have no right. I mean, look, we all know what happens if...
If what?
I
If you
get
achieve
happy.
a moment of perfect happiness?
I turn back into Angelus, and we don't want that.
The best relationships in the recorded history of the world have had to make do with
Acceptable happiness.
Look, Wes.
Hide behind your gypsy curse when there's a beautiful, engaged...
We don't have to be really happy.
young woman who...
You can just be in a relationship without being happy, says Wells.
Why?
Because
All
I'm
right.
not that guy. That guy is charming and...
Who you find truly attractive. And who doesn't view you as an entirely sexless shoulder to lean on. You have to do something about it.
This is the episode. I feel like this is the episode they get together, and that's why it's a fan favorite, and that's why I'm like...
Right.
You'll see.
Guys, I think I have a case.
Thank God.
By the way, my car is in the shop again, and I was thinking
Of course.
maybe you and we could...
Yes, Miss Burkle needs a driver to take her home tonight.
Oh, the signals are there, Hefe. Loud and clear. Nina definitely wants a piece of angel cake.
Mark,
What?
can we get back to the job?
Your wish to
Is he
vote.
trying to distance himself from
I
her?
know most of the showrunners in town, and
This seems totally fine.
I thought it was gonna be like a guillotine that just like chopped that dude.
Nope. It's this.
But why?
I'm sorry.
You sounded weird on the phone.
Yes, is there a problem?
Oh, there's a problem.
Whoa.
Angel, you're cute.
Fred, don't.
Oh, but the little hands and the hair.
Hey, you're fired.
Sorry, I am late, gang, but what's with the big puppet?
Angel, what happened?
I'm not sure. I went over to Smile Time last night. I think their office is under some kind of spell. Come on, guys. This is a serious situation. I'm a puppet, and there are children's lives at... Hey, it's Smile Time!
What if Mr. Fish and Chips is right?
Tracy, record the program that's running on channel 12 right now. Use everything. I'm gonna need a full spectrum analysis.
And then she turns it on. She's like,
That's my boss told me to record.
Lauren, who runs Smile Time?
Oh, that's Gregor Framkin. Yeah, real rags to riches. Started out in a garage with a couple of used couches and a glue gun.
Is there a reason why you won't look at me?
Because I'm under my desk.
Angel.
Nina, would you mind getting out of here?
All right. Sorry, I guess.
Hey, big guy. Need another car. Afraid this last one ended up in the drink.
Spike.
Look at you.
Just turn around and walk away.
You're a...
Spike!
You're a bloody puppet! You're a wee little puppet, man. Ow! Hey,
it actually
that's
hurt.
enough.
It's not just felt.
Oh my God, Angel, you're a...
Shut up! What are you people looking at?
You're run by an evil puppet.
Well...
Be terrified.
You're looking at the wee little puppet man.
Yes, I'm a puppet. Doesn't mean you don't have work to do.
Bit glued in at the moment.
Mr. Frampkin, we've been tracking an epidemic that's affecting a great many...
Coco?
We're here from...
Wolferman Hart. Yes, I've heard of it. And of you. Made quite an impression in our little industry.
For starters, violations of the provisions of Section 5...
You're losing it.
C.
Gentlemen, I bring joy and laughter to children. You bring tax exemptions to nasty corporations and acquittals to the clearly guilty. Frankly, I doubt the world wants to hear from you.
Come on, Lauren. We're through talking to this hump of garbage.
Oop, no name calling at Smile Time.
Bad person.
Yeah. Terrifying. Look at the little eye bag.
Everybody in here.
You're like,
We got a problem.
now he's evil. Also, I disagree.
Okay. Which one of you short bus bastards turned the CEO of Wolferman Hart into a puppet? What do you mean it wasn't us?
Rachel's right, man. This angel cat must have been the dude that broke into the don't room last night. He messed with the nest egg.
Stupid jackass. Might as well walk into a nuclear reactor and lick the core. You just don't mess around with the nest egg!
Well, maybe we should take the spell off a couple of our workers, you know, so they could actually see an intruder.
Tomorrow we go in the air, and instead of draining one brat's life force at a time, we can take out our whole demographic in one fell swoop.
Let me die.
Ah.
Oh, are you saying you want to talk to the hand? Why don't you talk to the hand?
I want to apologize about the way I treated you this morning.
Look, Angel, I understand. The last thing you need to deal with is a crush from Monster Girl. Some charity case you were nice enough to...
Nina, I was turned into a puppet last night.
Are you... Are you okay?
I'm made of felt. And my nose comes off. Well, I didn't want you to see me this way. It's a little, embarrassing, I guess.
I'd call it a little insane. But what do you care what people think anyway? God, you're an actual hero. And I don't know, this may sound cliche coming from an art school chick, but the vampire thing's kind of sexy.
It all sounds good. But that's not how I feel.
I know. That's what I like about you.
We spent so much time worrying about the past and the future and my very complicated life. It's been a while since I looked up and really saw what was going on around me. It's not my strong suit, you know, but I'm working on it. I'm paying better attention to... Jeez! Lauren!
My little prince.
Is there a Geppetto in the house?
Terrible.
The neural path modification is almost completely reverted.
I'm losing it. The law, the languages, the strategy.
Cute flowers for Algernon syndrome. It must be sheer torture.
Well, fix it. Put it back.
And if you're losing it, well, they wanted that too.
They've changed me. Given me
Meaning? And to have it taken away, it's heartbreaking. Currently, I have a lot of capital sunk into a shipment that's being held up at customs.
drugs.
Goodness, no, I make my own drugs. No, just an ancient curio, a collectible I hope to turn a profit on. If I was to give you the permanent upgrade, I'd say that you'd be more than able to cut through all of my red tape problems. I would, however, love to make a deal with Charles Gunn, attorney at law.
I'm really starting to like this show.
I know what you mean. What time is it?
4 a.m. and counting. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want?
No, it's all right.
Because I could.
No, really.
The tracks are clear. We ran it through every filter we've got.
That's not how magic works, Knox.
Really? Merlin? Then how does magic work?
You know what? I think we can handle it from here. You should go home, Knox. Get some rest.
Oh, no. I don't want to abandon ship.
It's okay. Somebody's got to be awake enough to run the lab tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep thinking he's a bad guy, so...
I know you were starting
No, started and stopped, actually. He tries, but
I see. You're looking for someone funny.
I'm not really looking for so much as looking.
Hang on.
Polo isn't singing with the rest of them.
Every contract signed with the lower planes is filed in the Library of Demonic Congress. You just gotta know where to look.
You've done this before?
You seen the last few seasons of Happy Days? Point is, you want to take out Smile Time, take out the puppets.
Well then.
Why isn't that in the opening?
Let it go. Let it all go. After all,
Just the orgasmic puppet also is
No, it's
weird.
not. It's time to kick your ass all the way back to hell.
Man, you're ruining the show!
I'm working on it.
Solway, Revenant, don't look. Red Bear Quad for Autumn.
No, Fred, keep breathing!
Oh, she broke his neck for a second. I was like, what the heck?
Wouldn't be a smear, it's a puppet. That would just... whoop.
You got a little demon in you.
I got a lot of demon in me.
Now, come on.
I was kind of wondering if they were gonna do it, but yeah. Oh my goodness.
Ew.
They should have just brought a couple of dogs and let her like rip it all up. That would have been
So
funny.
right.
Okay.
A robe for everybody. There's a robe.
Wow.
You think a werewolf wouldn't be interested in felt?
It's getting used to.
Tell me about it. Wes and Fred said my condition is improving, though.
So you're gonna change back?
Yeah, 2-3 days tops. What are you doing for breakfast?
Dating a puppet.
Let's eat.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't know if he actually needs to drink blood now in this form.
And now, you better get some rest.
You're just gonna go, aren't you?
Fred.
Haven't you been sensing anything lately about me, coming from me? Didn't occur to you that something might have changed? Oh, screw it. That was a signal, okay? Is that clear enough for you?
Not even close.
Self-esteem is for everybody. Self-esteem is for
Okay. That's for all of you.
dream and
Not for me.
As far as that relationship goes, I just want to throw that out there. The one that we saw starting at the end of that episode.
Was it a relationship or was it just a kiss? I just
All
can
right.
imagine it was just a kiss.
As far as whatever romance is going on there, I will say that when I initially watched this, I actually was really excited about it, only because originally I thought that those two had chemistry when they first brought her onto the show. But then rewatching this, I definitely think her and Gunn, of course, were better.
I feel like that's a lot of my influence, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you feel whatever you want to feel as far as the relationships go.
No. But I remember when I first watched this, I was actually really excited about the fact that they were finally getting together because I just kind of always thought that that was there. Now, I don't quite feel the same way about it. It feels very forced. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it came about naturally.
I agree that it feels like the fans encouraged it enough that it happened.
Yeah.
Because I so saw her and Knox eventually ending up together at some point. And I was kind of curious if Knox is going to be a bad guy or he might still be a bad guy. I don't know. I'm just like get all jealous of this relationship and do something. I don't know. I was really expecting her and Knox to start forming something because they were at least bonding and doing something like that. Kind of like Gunn did the first time.
Yeah.
Whereas they're obviously not bonding. They're even like pushing each other away from each other. And so that this may just be one of those, like, it's untouchable and therefore it's obtainable because it's so, like, it's out of our reach, so we want it, especially for a TV show.
Sure.
So perhaps that's what they were doing, and that's just why I just don't feel it the same way as the other ones, because it doesn't feel, in my opinion, how I want a relationship for myself to not be something that's, like, hard to get. I would rather it be something that organically forms because of friendship and stuff. And they do have a friendship. They do have that. I will give you all that. They do have that. But I don't know. It's not how I would want my own personal relationship to go. And I realize that's not really fair to view it through that lens. But
no, but it is your personal lens. Yeah. And so that is fair because it's coming from you. Some people do like the hard to get situations. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe that is part of the reason why there are a lot of people that do like this. This did kind of feel like suddenly in this episode, she's suddenly interested in him. But prior to it, it was very much not that way.
Yeah.
If you guys love this relationship, then, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. It's just we have a difference of opinion on that. So anyway, moving on. So I personally love this episode, but that's because, maybe I'm twisted. I don't know, but I love this episode. And I remember being so excited to watch this, but then I realized I was like, oh no, wait. Oh no, I don't think Mackenzie will appreciate this episode as much.
I appreciate this episode, but it will haunt me.
I'm sorry. Right away, I was like, oh no, shoot. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Well, I immediately started looking around the room for like, is the baby doll in here? Because if the baby doll is in here, I'm going to like ask it to leave. Because I don't know if you guys know what we're talking about, but if you watched our Rick and Morty reactions, it's like one of the first openers of something. Click through them, you'll see it.
Season 1 of Rick and Morty, you'll find out the baby. Yeah,
we had that in here for a while for a Halloween gag a couple years back, and no, I am not a fan of dolls or puppets that are like evil.
She has a thing with puppets that I feel bad about, that she had to sit through this, and I have a thing against beings that haunt your nightmares and then chase you around. So we all have our fears, and I feel bad that I made her sit through this one. Thankfully, we had a werewolf to break it up, I guess.
It was very spooky to me, and like it makes my skin crawl. The puppet using the person as the puppet, like up the back of the, it's like make him swallow his tongue again. I was like, oh my god, what? Fuck.
There's also another potential relationship forming there between.
Which I saw more, but I really do wish that we had more of those 4 months where she got to come in and have even more flirtatious, because we did see that in the episode.
Yeah.
With her and Angel. He wasn't super receptive of it, if I remember right, way back when, but he wasn't opposed to it either. He was just kind of shy, kind of like he was at the start of this episode.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose his soul and have things go bad because he does like her, and that's scary to him.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to become anything. I feel like it's going to be one of the, like, this season feels like it's not fully developed. They should have had another season just to like flesh out some more of these relationships, like the Fred and Wesley thing, and her and Angel, and just more, because right now it just feels like it's all rushed.
I think literally, I would say at least 90% of the audience out there would 100% agree with you on that.
Just even the Lindsay storyline was super fast, and Knox is the whole thing. The relationship of Knox is just like brushed over. Like, it's not enough to settle into.
Yeah,
It's
we all could
fine.
use more time developing a lot of this stuff, and just in general more time.
You know, when you go back and you remember a season and you only remember the highlights of a season of a show, any show,
yeah.
it feels like this is all just highlighting, remember this that happened, but it didn't really happen. It feels like that. It feels like I'm remembering a show and this is what I'm remembering, instead of actually giving me all of the details that I need to flesh out the entire thing. It's just making me make it up a lot. So I don't mind the season. The season's not bad. It's actually interesting to me, but it just feels rushed, and it just feels like not anything's fleshed out to the full capacity that it could be.
I do think that there's so many plot points that have been started and just rushed out the door way too quickly. Absolutely.
Yeah, perhaps they just had a writing room saying like, oh, it's the last season, but I really wanted to do this storyline. Okay, we'll squeeze it in somehow.
Yeah.
So, but I like this episode. It is a spooky episode to me. Great, because we're recording right near Halloween time. So, yeah, it's great. That was good. That was good for what it is. But Angel being a puppet was funny. I didn't mind it so much. It was a little tongue-in-cheek sometimes. Him with the sword was probably the best. I'm curious about Gunn's whole thing. He is taking a dark path. It is understandable. I feel really bad for him, because Flowers for Algernon was the reference within the show. It's about a story about a guy who is given a massive intelligence to the point that he outshines his doctors that gave him said intelligence. And then it is slowly deteriorating to the point of... Yeah. So, spoilers for that book. Sorry. But it is actually very sad, because it's a journal. You read the journal. And to live that life just would be such a disappointment. And not saying that Gunn is anywhere near the same starting point as that, because he still has a lot of life going for him. He was still a very valuable character, I think, before he became the lawyer that he is. But I get feeling useful.
Yeah.
And this was his feeling useful in the current predicament and situation that he is in. He doesn't feel useful just as the hired hand, which is like the muscle of the group. He could still very well just be the muscle of the group and get along with people here and everything, and like let the legalese go to somebody else, but he's not comfortable with that anymore. So, because he got a taste of something that he wanted more. Not saying that intelligence is prime, or intelligence is the most valuable thing in the world, like as far as legalese goes, but it is something that he enjoyed. And to have something that you enjoy taken away from you, it just kind of sucks.
Spike enjoyed the puppet.
That was fun.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. You, of course, if you didn't know, you can check out all of our episodes in full length over at our patreon.com/fantheorytv.
Mm-hmm.
This was another great episode of We Watch Slayerverse with Angel.
And it slayed. Something in my eye.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
It's not a tear, I swear.
From that episode.
Shut up! I'm not crying, you're crying!
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for all of your support by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and staying notified. And
Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon.